This is an RME-69 communications receiver chassis. It's been recapped and resistors replaced, and it's working really well, apart from band 1 where we have some crackling present, which I suspect is probably this wafer of the bandchange switch between the RF stage and the mixer. But I'm just trying to eliminate the possibility that there's a fault in the primary of the transformer between the RF stage and the mixer. So what I've done is I've cut the wire between the primary of that transformer and the bandchange switch. Just cut it here, and I've jury-rigged a supply to HT via connecting that wire which goes to the switch via a 1K resistor to the HT or B plus line. Also monitoring the plate voltage on the RF tube, and now if the crackling noise is still present, it eliminates the possibility that there's a fault in the primary of the transformer circuit, and it focuses it down to two contacts on this switch. So I'll switch the set on, and it's set to band 1. The volume control is turned down, and I've actually pulled the HT supply off because otherwise the S-meter pegs. Instruction manual actually tells you to do that while the set's warming up to protect the meter, which I suppose is pretty sensible. Anyway, so it should be just about warmed up now, so I'll put the HT back on. And oh, listen, I can hear crackling. The HT on the RF tube is around about 225 volts. I'll disconnect that, and I'm sure you can hear the crackling in the background there. That's the RF and AF gains at full volume on band 1. Switch to band 2, nothing. Band 1, it's crackling away. So I suspect a fault in this wafer of the switch. Now the switch has been scrupulously cleaned. I have inspected it really carefully. Can't see any carbonization on the phenolic wafer. I've tried some corona dope on there, which helps insulate the connections, and it's still there. So the only real remedy for this is to replace the wafer, or remove the wafer, try and find where it's arcing, and scrape that out and replace it with epoxy or something similar. But as you can see, it's not an easy job in this particular receiver. It needs quite a bit of serious dismantling of the RF assembly to get access to that switch wafer to replace it. That's really annoying. There's no antenna connected, so it's nothing coming in externally to the receiver. It's definitely happening in the receiver itself. And I isolated it previously with signal tracing to that particular wafer of the switch. So that's proof to me that the problem is in that switch wafer.